I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to pull myself up just to make sure I am where I need to be and all that kind of fun stuff. You guys, today we are doing a page hop here on the YouTube right here. So when you hop on, make sure you say hello, give me a thumbs up and all that kind of fun stuff. Our host today is Leah from Make All Things With Me with Leah. So make sure that you check her out, subscribe to her channel, and all that fun stuff. There is my friend Mary from the Painted Peach. There's my sweet friend. Okay, so I have myself pulled up over here. I just want to make sure that I think I'll be able to see comments and all that kind of fun stuff, you guys. Miss Shauna from Fraps and Scraps was just finishing up. Now, all of our playlists will be in all of our videos will be in a playlist over on Leah's channel. That link is up in my description. See that Halloween book I've started? We're going to start working on a Halloween book around here. How exciting is that? Now, you guys, time out. I thought my strawberry stuff was sitting right there. Well, anyway, we're gonna use this stuff, one of these two things, to make us a cover. And we're gonna get started on that. You guys, I feel horrible, but I thought I laid it right there. Oh, time out. Thank goodness we're live, right? I've got a dinosaur over here on the side of my table. There it is. It is right where I said it was. I just couldn't see it because I had another thing laying on it. I have a dinosaur laying here beside me, ladies and gentlemen. He has a missing eye, and we need to fix it. So, hey, Corey! All right, so I am starting this strawberry journal. I thought it would be kind of fun and cute. I have these printables from Etsy. Okay, I've already set it up for 2 signatures. Each page I printed double-sided. Even though that doesn't look like it's got print on it, it actually does. See all the print on there? It's got some really cute papers and stuff. But I thought that on this, because we have 30 minutes today, we would make us a cover. And I'm kind of thinking along the lines of using this prime packaging. You guys, because it's got the bubbles and all the fun stuff in it. All right, and what I'm thinking about doing on the front is paint this, maybe, I don't know, I might turn it wrong side out. We might just use half of it. Hold on a second, let's decide. But I have some of these pages that I misprinted. Okay, so whenever you're doing stuff like this, hello, Shauna, if you misprint something, see I didn't go all the way to the edge, you know, you could find something to use it for. We're going to put them on our cover. I also printed off some things to fussy cut to do in our journal and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this. I'm trying to decide. Nope, it's going to rip. I'm just going to give this a good, well, let's just cut it. Let's just cut it, and then we can square it up on our paper cutter. You guys, words are escaping me today. Guess I need to cut this right here too. But we're going to just start us a journal, and then we'll just be working on it. We'll be working on it over here. We may work on it a little bit on the book and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this in half. And I'm going to put it, oh no, my silly little guy falls off of this all the time. So, oh, there's Shauna, there's Blissful Crafts Designs by Debbie. Hi, Debbie. And there is Make All Things With Me. I am the last presenter in our little page hop that we have going on here today. So, and like I said, there will be a playlist that has all the videos. If you missed anybody today, you can go over there and check that out. Now, when you do that, make sure that you are you know, hitting the like button, giving us a quick comment, even if you just say hi, anything like that really does help us out over here on TikTok. YouTube. It's been one of them days, you know? Everything's hard. You find out some things that you didn't want to find out, and some truths about people. Makes life exciting, right? Okay, that did not cut through. I need to change my blade on my cutter. And this is kind of thick, so whatever. Whatever it is. Doo-doo-doo. Right there we go. So, I'm going to be honest, I have not had a chance to watch anybody yet today, but I will definitely be watching the playlist right here. Went over to see my grandson's here, and my husband's granddaughter is here. They're both 6, so we've been outside playing and all that kind of jazz. And went over to see my mother-in-law today, so just been kind of running around all over the place. But that's how it goes sometimes, you guys. You guys, yesterday was the big senior walkthrough that walked through the elementary schools and the middle schools and stuff like that. See, even doing that a couple times, it doesn't cut through. I hope I didn't just make it too short, but that's okay if I did. We'll make it work. But, the school sent a video of that. I can't watch it. I just cry trying to watch it. Ooh, that's a little small. That's okay. I don't care if the papers stick out. That doesn't bother me at all. It's a junk journal. It's supposed to be fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this as the outside here. Okay, and I think what I need to do is it kind of needs to be covered with paper or fabric, right? Because we don't want the bubbles and stuff to show. I'm just kind of looking to see if I happen to have some cute little fabric that we could put on here, because we could glue it on here and then I could sew it with my sewing machine. And of course, you know, because I'm a ding dong and didn't have everything set out. Hold on, let me go look real quick and pull that down. And I think there's a piece on here, and we could get that glued on there. That would be really cute. I'm pretty sure this might be kind of cool on it. Look at this right here. This might be cool, and then the paper's on top. See how it's kind of a whatever this is, swirl. So let's put that on there, okay? So now I'm going to just glue it with my glue stick, and the reason I'm going to is because I'm going to end up sewing it, so it will be on there good with the whatever it's called when you sew it, because it'll be sewn together. You need a new blade too? I know, it's terrible. Okay, so, and I think what I'll do is I'll just wrap it like this and have both sides covered, okay? So I think that's what we're going to do just to make it simple and easy, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm just going to go right here like this, and we're just going to rip this. And let's hope that it rips the way we want it to rip, right? Oh, I love ripping material. Oh, I love it. I love it. Ripped pretty darn straight, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think what I'll do is I'll come in a little bit, about like that, and then we'll overlap just a tish so that we can put that on. Okay, so let's get started with some glue. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it, because of the glue stick, guys, it's so hot in this room, because I'm going to sew it, I think. Yes. Okay, so let's cover this side with glue. I'm going to use this kind of glue right here for right now. Because I thought when I ordered, I needed to order some new glue. Okay, and I thought I'm going to try something. Well, I tried something different because they were sold out of the kind that I normally use. I usually use the Scotch, but I didn't want to not have any. I've been using a lot of the just plain old school glue sticks, you know, that we buy, that we get for our kids for school. And I've just about used them all up. I thought I had one sitting there I was going to show you. But I about used them all up. I had a whole bunch of them. Just trying to get them used. I'm going to worry about my corners in a minute, I think. Because since I want to overlap here, we might just do like a little miter and then just fold that over, cut down, and that kind of stuff, okay? So let's, I'm just going to put the glue right here on this. Right here. So I'm kind of excited about the strawberry journal. I think it'll be fun to do. And I love using this bubble wrap because it just, you can feel it. You can feel that it's crunchy in there, I guess is the word to use. And not only that, it adds texture. There's a, ooh, that's part of our dinosaur eye. We got to put back on. Don't want to lose that. His eye, the dinosaur's eye fell off, and my grandson said, "Will you fix my dinosaur? His eye fell off." Well, I sure can. We can sure do that. Okay, so I'm going to overlap just a little bit here. I don't know if this will tear this direction. Well, it did. Let me pull some of those off of there, like that. Just like that. Okay. And put some glue right here. Hold that down. Okay, so now we have a cute little cover for our book. Now, what do we want to do up here? I'm kind of thinking along the lines that maybe we just, instead of folding it over, if we just cut right along the packaging with our pinking shears and call it good. What do you guys think? I know, isn't this a pretty red material? I actually got this at an antique store. It was mixed in with a bunch of stuff. But isn't that pretty? It's got the swirls. I really like the swirls. Okay, so I kind of want to make sure I go straight. And there's not like a line on there. I just want to make double sure. I'm scared to cut it. Can I see through there any? Not in this lighting, I can't. What should I do? Maybe we could do this. Let me lay this on here. Like, lay that right like that there. And then I'm going to scoot it in just a tish like this. And let's take our pencil that has lead in it right here. And I'm going to put a line. And then I'm going to follow that line. I'm going to go right on top of that line. Just like this right here. See that? And then it'll just be, you know, the pinking shears right there. Okay, so again, I'm going to line that up right there with that. Let's see, right there's that. And there's that. I'm going to move it over just a little bit. So, what, you need some pinking shears? Yeah, I broke down and bought some. Just for things like this, you know? I mean, it helps with the fray, you know, your stuff fraying out. I about said fraying out and stuff like that. And, you know, we use material quite a bit when we're journaling or crafting or stuff like that. Now, sometimes when we're doing stuff, we don't mind if it frays out a little bit. But sometimes we don't want it to fray out very much. So That's what that's nice for. Okay, so I'm going to be able to sew that, and then we'll be able to put these guys in here. Now, see how I have a lot of space up here? I don't have much space down here the way I'm holding this on here. I'll center that in there, but if I decide that I really think that that's too much, I'll just cut it off. You know, it'll be just fine if I cut it off. Okay, so before I sew these in, I want to put it in the sewing machine. Well, I'm not going to pull my sewing machine over here while we're live. I don't know, maybe we'll put it in the sewing machine. I don't know, we might just leave it like this. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we decide. But let's go ahead and kind of do the front cover, because I can kind of tell where my stuff's going to be. I'm going to put these guys in here pretty darn close to one another. I'm not going to spread them out too much, because most of my pages already have things on them. So even though I will decorate a little bit, I'm not going to decorate a whole bunch. Okay, because a lot of times I spread them out quite a bit, but we're going to put them pretty close to each other. Okay, so for this, how about if we just work on our covers real quick right here. Decide what we want to put as our cover on this book. I'm really I like the teacup, but I think this one might be fun because it has that little spot there that you can maybe take your stamps and put something really cute in there, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to just rip my pages apart without trying to make too big of a mess here. Oops. So, just like that. I like the ripped edges, so I use a ruler a lot to rip my edges. If you go real slow like I just did, it's a pretty straight rip. If you go real fast, sometimes you get a little bit of a fray type of thing, and sometimes you mess up like that down there. But that's okay. We don't care if it's a little bit messed up. All right, so we'll put that. It's going to go right here on this front cover, and I'll just put it kind of right in the center, and I think that's going to be really cute on the front cover there. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on because, like I said, if I do any sewing, then I'll go around this too on here. I think I'm just going to put it on like that. I'm kind of liking that. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do something fancy. How about if we round the corners a little bit? My corner rounder is over here. So we'll do it on the medium one right here. Now I was trying to decide, should we grunge up the edges or maybe use, yeah, now see, this corner is the corner I ripped a little bit, so it doesn't get on there. But that's okay. So see how we kind of rounded those? Let's look and see. Should we do, maybe we should do like black instead of the brown around the edges? I don't know. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it with the red. I think that'll look cute. Just to make it stand out a little bit. Right here. Now when I print my printables out, I just print them on a regular printer. It's not like an inkjet. It's just or whatever. It's not a laser printer. It's just a regular printer. So if I do get it wet, it could smear a little bit. Now what I can do to help that is to take some parchment paper or a piece of Teflon and kind of iron over that and set it if I'm worried about it, you know, the pages running or whatever. But most of the time I don't really worry about it because, you know, I'm not trying to make it like perfect. Okay, I think that'll be a cute, fun cover right there. So I'm just going to glue that on, and we're going to go from there. Now I'm just going to use this because it doesn't matter if I get glue where it's going to be on the front cover. If I did get glue where it's not supposed to be, it's okay. It dries clear, so not a big deal. Okay. And we'll just kind of put that on over here towards the edge. Just like this, right here. I think that'll be a cute front cover. I'm trying to decide, I was thinking that we could stamp something in the center there. What do you guys think? What should we stamp in the center there? Dinosaur eyes. I know. See my dinosaur eye? This goes behind it. Isn't this pretty? So, Shrey and Frey. Shrey, yes, exactly. I got these off of Etsy. Ginger journals. She has the cutest, I know that's backwards, but she has the cutest printables. I just love them. And I liked this, I was looking for a strawberry. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to do a strawberry journal. And I thought this was really cute. So I'm trying to think, what should we put there as some words? Should we put some words there? Should I leave it alone? I can't think of anything. Maybe we should just wait until we think of something. I'm going to flip this over and we're going to put one of these others on the back cover. And I think I might use, let's see what we've got here. That, I think on the back cover, I kind of like how this blue and this red and stuff is together. Let's put that on the back cover. And then I'm thinking the teacup can go on the inside cover once we sew the whole thing together. So I'm thinking. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just kind of ripping my pages here. Just like this. Just like that. Okay, and again, we'll do the same thing we did on the front. So we'll just repeat ourselves here. We'll round these corners. Just like this. There we go. So, speed creating. I sometimes I work a little too fast, I think. You know, sometimes it's like, you know, most of the time I have when I'm doing a project or doing an event, I'll have 2 or 3 things to do sitting right here beside me. So we have that. And I knew I wanted to do this today, but I did lose a little bit of track of time playing with the kids and stuff. And so I didn't have everything sitting here. So there's that, because I was going to spin the sewing machine. I thought about spinning the sewing machine around and going ahead and sewing that while I was sitting here. But I think that blue will be pretty on there. What do you guys think? I think that'll be pretty. Now on the inside, we can put it and maybe put a couple pockets or something to put some things in. Oh, eyes watering. Right there like that. So anyway, but so yeah, I've been told before that I craft too quickly. I don't mean to. I've even been told that at work in my job. It's like, you know, we don't have to have, we'll do a lot of PMs at work. And the guy that I do PMs with, the other tool maker, he'll be like, you know, we don't have to speed through these. We can make them last a little bit longer. It's like, no, let's get them done. Let's get them done. Get her done. And be done. Be done. Be done. You know what? Let's go ahead. What time is it? We got 6 minutes. Probably don't have time. I was going to say we'll go ahead and sew those in, but I think I'll wait because I really do want to, I don't want to just sew them in because we have time. I really want to stitch that around there. But I think this is going to be really cute when we're all done. I also took some of these, the die cuts like this, and I put them in Design Space, the Cricut Design Space, so that I could make some stickers out of some of them so that it'll die cut around these, which is really nice. If you ever need help with doing something like that and want to know how to do that, let me know and I can walk you through it a little bit. So, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I want something else on here. Now, you guys, I do have this sitting here. But I don't know that I want to put her in there. I might want to save her. Right? Might want to save her. Not positive, but I think I might want to save her. Okay, so on our insides here, we don't have to do a whole page. We could do something along the lines, I'm just thinking out loud here. We could take this piece here and this, let's just make us a little pocket. Want to go in that front cover right there. Just like that. Okay. So that can just sit right down here. Now, what I can do is I can sew this pocket in, because when I go around this piece over here, it'll sew both of them. So I'll have stitching over there because they're about the same width, okay? So I can go along this side and this bottom and hold that in there. Just clip it about where it's supposed to be, but then not go across here. So then I would have a little pocket to put in there. So while I'm going to glue it in there so that it's glued the way I want it, and then I can sew it later. Okay, so I'm just going to take my glue. I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to put an edge around here, an edge around the, I think that was the bottom. Yep. In the bottom, and an edge there. Okay. So now my front cover is here. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of feel where the other piece is, right there. But pause, time out, time out. See, I always do this stuff. I get to going and I forget to round my corners. I forget to, it's probably going to stick in there. I forget to round the corners. I forget to just shut my edges with, oops, with my ink. I went kind of high on that, but that's okay. We're not going to let it deter us from going on. Right there. And then, of course, I need a little half circle there. So let me grab my circle punch right here, just so that you know it's a pocket. About in the middle. That looks about in the middle. And then we'll go across here, up here. Just like this. Right there. So anyway, so I'm going to hold this. It's going to go down here. I'm going to kind of feel, it's not going to be exact, but I'm just going to kind of feel where the bottom of the front is and along this side right here. Okay? So that when I sew it, it'll be about in the same spots. Okay? Does it have to be perfect? Absolutely not. It never has to be perfect. Life is too short to worry about perfection. Life is too short to be miserable too. Right? If you're miserable in life, do something to change it. That's what I'm doing. So, there's people out there that like to make our lives miserable. They live for it. They like drama and problems, so. There. Just like that. Okay, so now we'll have a little pocket on the inside that we can put some fun things in. We could make us some little, you know, some little bookmarks here. I know this doesn't match, but once that's sewn, it'll stay in there. But we could put a little bookmark or something like that in there. So anyway, that's not sticking really good. That's why I like my Scotch. It sticks really good on the paper, on the material and stuff. So I don't have to worry a whole bunch about it not sticking in there. Now over here on the back cover, I think I might want to do the same thing, but I'm going to go across so it's a diagonal pocket like right there. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. I think that'll be cute there, like that. Okay, so I kind of want to go this direction. I'm going to leave a little edge right there. I'm not going to go completely corner to corner. All right, see how I did that? I left a little bottom there. Save this because we can use it for something. We can definitely use it for something. Let's, I don't need a little edge on that. I don't know what I'm thinking there. Let's get this all jushed up. right here. So basically we've done the front cover, the back cover of this fun little book that we're going to be starting. I'm going to find some strawberry things to put in it, and I'll just be working on it a little bit here and a little bit there. I appreciate Leah putting together this playlist, this little hop here. And like I said, all of the lives from today will be put over into a playlist over on Leah's channel, Make Things With Me. And I think I tagged her up above. If I didn't, I'll fix my description when I get off of here. But make sure you go check that out. That way you can watch everybody or anybody that you missed. And like I said, the most important thing to do to help us creators out is to thumbs up our videos, make us a little comment, and you know, that kind of stuff over here on the tube. I always say when I'm posting things on the other socials, I'm like, okay, new video over on the tube. I think it's funny, and it's all that matters is that I think it's funny. Right? I'm in a mood today. Okay, so we did a front and a back cover. I'm going to stitch those, and then we did the 2 inside covers. I think those will be really cute. Like I said, we can put little fun things in there, and we'll have 2 signatures in here, right, like that. I'm going to put them semi-close together, not super close together, but a little bit close together. And then we're going to start working on the pages and stuff. Like I said, I've got some fussy cut stuff to stick in there. I know I love them too. The Artist Lounge collection. I will do that. I'll do that. Everybody did a great job today. I am sure they did. But look at the blue paper. See that? That's in there. It's got some really cute things. You guys, my time's up. I just realized my time was up. But there is some really cute papers and stuff in here. So anyway, we're going to put that in there and have that going good. I'm going to sew it here in just a little bit. I got to fix the dinosaur eye first. And then I'll take a couple pictures of it and post it on here. So you guys, I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hopping on. Make sure you go check everybody out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh, it ends differently. Hold on. I got to go grab my silly little phone. I'll see you guys. It's been a minute since I've been live on here. Bum, ba-dum. See you guys later.